Hi there, gorgeous. I hope your week is off to a fabulous start. This video has been 4 months in the waiting. I actually went out to many 7-Eleven stores back in December when I first heard that 7-Eleven was going to start their own makeup line, hunting for these new makeup products. Could not find them. And it wasn't until recently that I was in a 7-Eleven and I said, what the hey, let me just look. And there they were. I found a display. So I grabbed as much as I could to do an entire full face application, and that's what I'll be showing you today. First impressions, a complete look using these makeup products, and a wear test so you can see how they perform. Leave any preconceived thoughts that you may have at the door because you may just end up being surprised. So today is laundry day in our house. So if you hear the dryer in the background, the laundry room is literally on the other side of this wall. That is what you're hearing. This is real life. I'm going to apply an eyeshadow primer. I'm using the one from Ardell, not my favorite, but they didn't sell any eyeshadow primer in the 7-Eleven. While we're waiting on that to dry, I'll show you the little eyeshadow palette that I picked up. This is in the shade Aubergine. It says it's a matte and shimmer eyeshadow collection. I'm gonna start with that top shade on the palette and apply this onto the lid, maybe. It's so light, I can't see it. I wanna say it's not very pigmented. I mean, it really doesn't look like I applied anything. But like I said, it could be just the color of the eyeshadow. Me being so fair and the eyeshadow so pale on top of it, not really a fair comparison there. I'm going to take this shade next, the one right smack dab in the middle, and apply that into the crease. Oh, that's a little better in terms of pigmentation. You can actually see it. I'm also going to blend this on the outer half of the lid. That isn't too bad. I like the color. I like how it works on the eyes. I'm gonna go in with the deepest color, well, almost the deepest, this purple at the bottom of the palette. I'm gonna see what happens, we're experimenting, when I put it right in the corner there. That's pretty too. I feel like I need an eyeliner to go with this. They did not sell eyeliners as part of this line in 7-Eleven stores, so we're gonna have to rely on some of our own. This is one of the L'Oreal Infallible Longwear eye pencils. I'm using the shade Brown because I think it'll go nicely with those red tones on the eyes. I also picked up a little brow product. This is in the shade Light. It says it's a brow powder and a wax. I'm not gonna use the tool because it seems a little useless to me being that tiny. I mean, gracious. It is light. It's more taupey, which I'm sure they did so it would suit a variety of light complexions. Moving on to false eyelashes. They do sell false eyelashes at 7-Eleven. They had two pairs. One was a natural style, one was a dramatic style. You can guess the one that I bought. Yes, I got the one that was dramatic. Although these, you know, you gotta take them for what they really are. And they look like your run-of-the-mill lashes, nothing special about them. They did not sell eyelash adhesive, which I found to be rather interesting because you would think if you're going into a gas station to get makeup, you might need a backup of emergency eyelash adhesive. So I was really surprised to see that they didn't sell any. Well, I wouldn't classify them as being dramatic. Some people might, but I am having the hardest time getting them to stay down on the inner corners. They keep flipping up. Next up, I have a BB cream to try. Not a big color selection at all. This is in the shade Light. I think they had a medium and a dark. I know we can't expect a large color range. I mean, I know that. I'm just stating the fact of the matter. This may not go over the way that we think it will, but we're gonna try it anyway. I did also pick up a little sponge they had sitting there next to the BB creams. I have submerged it, I have soaked it, and it is still very tough. Well, okay, the color isn't bad so far. I'm gonna add a little bit more product though because I want a little more coverage than what I'm getting right there. The sponge is awful, let me tell you. Don't buy the sponge. If you see the sponge in a 7-Eleven store and you think it's a good idea, no. Go to CVS, pick you up a Real Techniques. This is not good. Additionally, they do sell concealers. Again, the shade is light. I think they had a medium and a dark too. Doe Foot Applicator, your standard concealer. I'm applying that under my eyes. It looks a little mustard. Baby poop mustard. Been a while since I've seen that color. It's almost like they took a yellow color corrector and they combined it with a concealer. And maybe that's what they were going for. And it just makes my skin look a little bit too yeller. I mean, not my favorite. And to set everything, I'm using a translucent matte powder, which, when you flip it up here, you get a little sponge underneath for applying the powder. Let's use the sponge, why not? Yeah, no, I don't think I'm going to use it. No, that was a bad idea. Got a funky smell. I don't know if I'm going to be able to describe this smell to you. It's funky. It's funky. See, now this is where I'm starting to feel like my face is a little darker than my neck. Blend, blend, blend. Blend. Losing my lash again. I gotta fix it on the inner corner. It will not stay down. One of the blushes they had, it was in the shade Coral. I thought it was a really beautiful combination of colors there. I am going to use this side very, very powdery. I mean, I barely touched the product and look at how much powder it kicked up. Oh, I have a feeling this is going to be a pigmented one. Well, it's light, lighter than I thought it was going to be. That could be because I took most of it off the brush, but it's pretty. One more product to try out here. This is one of their lip butters, and I picked up the shade Rosé. Not sure if it's a gloss or a lipstick or what exactly we're dealing with here. Yeah, more like a gloss. Not much to it though. Well, it didn't really do anything. It just made my lips really shiny. Didn't add any color. That's it. It feels nice on the lips though. It's not sticky, which is a good quality. Well, I am much more impressed than I thought I would be. We'll see how it holds up, but so far, I really like the eyeshadow, the brow product. The face product has remained to be seen. I did like the blush, the lip gloss. The eyelashes are okay. I mean, they're growing on me the more I look at them. We'll see how it holds up, but so far, so good. Like I said in the beginning, I will be the first to tell you that I had really low expectations for this in particular because I figure if you're really good at slushies and gas, maybe you should stick with slushies and gas. But no, I was proven wrong. I was really impressed with a lot of the products that I did try from the new 7-Eleven line of makeup. The eyeshadow, for one, was beautiful, and I would be willing to go back and get more of these palettes. I found the pigmentation to be really strong. They lasted all day. They didn't crease and they didn't fade. By the same token, the brow product was really nice too. It lasted all day and I've actually been picking it up and using it a lot more in my personal time. So 2 thumbs up for that too. The blush, pretty good. The gloss, again, pretty good. The powder, pretty happy with it too, and I have used it by itself since I did that application demonstration for you. The BB cream is not one that I would personally use again in the future, simply because the color was a little off for me and I wasn't too impressed with the wear time with it. However, the concealer wore extremely well underneath my eyes. I was very impressed by this one. Again, didn't really care for the color match when it comes to the concealer. It had this funky yellow color that I'm not going to be using again, but I will tell you that it lasted pretty well underneath the eyes. Overall, I was pretty impressed, I must say, much more than I thought I would be. Now, my only caveat with the new line of makeup from 7-Eleven stores is that I feel like it is being brought to us 25 years too late. The reason that I say that is because we've become a 24-hour society. How many stores can you go into any time of the day or night and get anything your heart desires? Almost. I mean, you got CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, etc., etc. they have a plethora of makeup available. So if 7-Eleven is trying to make it to be like an emergency type item or something that you can get when you don't have any makeup on hand, say you lost your luggage or whatever the case may be, I don't feel like it's gonna go over so well in that respect. And I don't feel like people would hunt out makeup from a 7-Eleven. I mean, I hate to laugh, I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Like I said, 25 years ago, great idea. Many of us could have used something like this, but today, eesh. Let me know your thoughts regardless, based off of the products I showed you today, the wear test application results, or if you've tried them out yourself. Would love to hear your comments. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Please subscribe so you don't miss out on any videos like this in the future, and look forward to seeing you again very soon.